Oh, hello, Babs. Yoshi. Alright, guys. I'm gonna review this movie. And boy, did this movie try to join Cats in ruining the reputation of Universal Studios. I mean, what the hell was this mess? It is my review for Dolittle with Robbie Downey Jr. I've seen Like the Boss and I've reviewed Like the Boss, and I even reviewed Little Women, which I thought was pretty great. Little Women actually earned acclaim because the woman who directed it is also the director of Lady Bird, which was also another great film. I mean, unlike Lady Bird, the film the director of that movie did, Little Women got the PG treatment. So, I'm gonna be time to review this mess of fantasy film with Bobby Downey Jr. It's called Dolittle. Dolittle has a 76% audience score, but this movie does not sit well with me. It, although it may be enough to entertain young viewers, though, but this movie deserves better. I mean, but they deserve better than this movie, though. With a pitiful 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. After losing his life 7 years early, Dr. John Dolittle is a famed doctor who is a veteran of Queen Elizabeth, England, and turns himself away from the high walls of Dolittle Manor with his only friends of animals for his company. When the young queen gets ill, Dolittle is forced to set on this epic adventure with his animal company, and regaining his wit and courage as he crosses all adversaries, discovers these creatures. The Doctor is joined by Francis Macaulay, who was in Dunkirk, in rice cooking animal friends, including a gorilla and some birds, and well, some other animals. This movie was a mess. This and Cats, especially, kind of tried to ruin Universal Studios' reputation. I mean, Cats was a piece of shit that didn't live up to the musical. Me and my real life Instagram friend Zombie saw that. It's one of the worst movies from 2019. And my Yoshi Plush friends did not enjoy the movie either. This Yoshi wasn't there for that. But it features the cast of Robert Downey Jr. I thought he was pretty good in as Iron Man in the Iron Man movies and all the Avenger movies. I mean, this his post Marvel days doesn't cut it. I mean, he is also known for his casting as Iron Man in the first Iron Man movie was kind of controversial, but it wasn't lead man material. But he proved everyone wrong. Despite his Iron Man roles, he also in The Chef. He was also Shark Nose, which were pretty good fine ratings. Fresh ratings. He was also in Tropic Thunder, which is controversial. He was also in The Incredible Hulk. He was also in Zodiac, which was pretty entertaining film. Also, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Good Night, Good Luck. Those are pretty good movies in his to his credit. But for this film, however, this movie is a mess. The anime CGI didn't sit well with me. This, of course, it's not just Robbie Downey Jr. in this. You also have Harry Collett, who was supposed to be the apprentice. He was in Dunkirk, and you also have Emma Thompson, who was also in Men in Black International and Late Night, who the movie that she received praise from. We also have Rami Malek, the man who won the Oscar for Best Actor in 2019 for his role in the biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. We have John Cena as Yoshi. He was also in Playing Fires. I was not. Didn't sit well with me. Also have Kumail Nanjiani. We also had Tevye Spencer, who also starred in Ma, which she got the praise for that movie. We had Tom Holland, who was the Spider-Man, the current Spider-Man actor, who I thought did pretty well in that movie. We had Craig Robinson. We have also and they also had Selena Gomez in this, and then Jessica Buckley. She was in the British film Wild Roses. I'm actually a fan of Robert Downey Jr. I thought this movie was. Did this movie ruin his reputation? We shall see. But overall, I don't think. Some younger people, kids may enjoy this, but some people will not enjoy this. This train wreck doesn't live up to the other Dolittle movies, especially the original. Could have done less. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr., I don't want to bash him, but he gives up one of the worst performances in his career. After his great performance in Avengers Endgame, which is a Marvel movie that I unfortunately didn't get to see despite its 3-hour torture. He puts on a British accent, which didn't. The Talking Animals, though. What? There are people who dig, but it's still awful. It's still bad. Pretty sure. Some families do enjoy it, but there are other people that will not find this fun. But this movie, I'm a fan of Robert Downey Jr., but I don't think this movie would sit well in his career. This is one of his weaker films. Probably the weaker film for some of the other people that starred in this too. But with a film like Dolittle, such a mess. Yeah, this film was such a mess. Universal starts off the year with this movie. This movie does not sit well with the critics. The story, this is why this movie was gonna be bad, despite it made more than its budget by far. This is only the second movie in 2020 I've seen in theaters, and I've also seen it in Regal, as well with The Turning and the Like a Boss and Uncut Gems and Little Women. I also saw Birds of Prey, but I only saw that at AMC. But this is the movie I saw at Regal, and I'm also gonna. And this is also a movie rant because this movie is pretty awful. It pretty much does not sit well with me. The Turning didn't sit well with me either. I mean, I'm going to be reviewing that, and I'm also going to be ranting on that movie as well. So be prepared for a rant on that movie. I'm sorry about this, but I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 5. I mean, this does not start Robert Downey Jr.'s post Iron Man career era. I mean, this movie could have been done better, but unfortunately, Dolittle did not. I hope Universal Studios didn't see their reputation go down the drain with Dolittle, Cats, and The Turning, but they did 1917, which was pretty acclaimed. But this train wreck does not save Robert Downey Jr. Fortune, but I'm a fan of Robert Downey Jr. And I thought he did pretty well with Iron Man, but although this is his first movie of the decade, but there are some other some movies. Despite between the Iron Man movies and between Iron Man 3 and Avengers Endgame, he didn't have anything other roles. There are two movies in between the Marvel movies. Between Iron Man 3 and Endgame, it was just two: Chef and the the Judge. Yeah, because mostly between that movie and Endgame, was just Tony Stark, and yeah, he's gonna he has a cameo coming up in a Scarlett Johansson movie, which is gonna be Marvel, and we don't know what the score. Well, Scarlett Johansson reprises her role as Black Scarlet. Well, hopefully that's gonna be it for this review for Dolittle. This was also a rant, by the way, because I did not enjoy this movie. I know kids will enjoy this movie, but not every audience would enjoy this movie. And I'm a fan of Robert Downey Jr., but this movie didn't sit well with me. I'm sorry to bash him for this, but this movie didn't this it didn't save would not save his. Hopefully, Robert Downey Jr. Will get some better will have some better movies during the post Iron Man days after following his role in Avengers Endgame. But that's it for this review.